Hello, everybody, and welcome to my wonderfully random live stream here. We're just doing just totally random. Okay, I didn't plan anything. All right, and I'm just gonna pull up my dummy account. That is, whoever has this account is very convinced that demons are coming after them all the time, and that leftists are weird or something, and caring about people is weird. You know, so we're gonna go through that, all right, and see what we can find. I'll probably make it through maybe 2 videos, and then we're gonna be having Q&A as we go. So, and I will get to all of the comments. So, I am Brentley, and this is the Punk Apostate. Let's go. All right, so like I said, this is my dummy account, and as you can see, it has been fully indoctrinated. Okay, it is. This is probably the most indoctrinated my a feed has ever been, right? Because it is all nothing but craziness, crazy people stuff. So we got a lot we can choose from, and I'm not really sure which we should start. But let me go through a couple. So we got just out the gate, we got Kent Hovind. That's fun. We got this weirdo who I guarantee is talking about trans people because that's all they can. That's all the right can seem to talk about and be. I don't know. It's like one of those things where they think that it is just such a solid gotcha. They're like, these people just deny reality. Meanwhile they believe in like people that walk on water and stuff, like literally defying gravity. So it's kind of interesting how they're okay with it as long as it's their thing that doesn't comport with reality. And being trans isn't even necessarily not comporting with reality, because anyway, yeah, it's a whole thing. I'm not going to go into it, but there's a lot of science behind it. Let me just say that, okay? But I'm not going to get into that. Not trying to trigger everybody right out the gate. So we'll do that later. Let's here we go. Let's see. We got okay. Power of the blood. Jeez, what the hell, man? Why are you guys so gross? Everything's blood and guts and torture and all this. Oh, you know what? Even though this guy constantly gives me he constantly gives me copyright strikes because he can't seem to use music that isn't from a fucking movie or something, like it's frustrating, but these are hilarious. Here we go. Watch. Oh wait, is that a kid? Oh, all right. For a second I was gonna be hilarious, but now there's kids there too. So let's see what we got here. Let me reset it.
What are you doing to this young boy? How did you get in? Speak.
That is not.
Come here.
God, that is so just dangerous, 'cause, like, to just be treating this kid as if they have a demon when I mean, of course now they're fine. I think, maybe it's just fun for the kid. Look, I get to pretend to have a demon in me. This is great. Hey, Nitty, what's up? How's it going? Let's see here.
This one right here. Bring her here. Let's get her set. Yeah. Thanks, Lee. Hey, look at me in my eyes. Look at me in my eyes. I said, open your eyes and look at me in the mighty name of Jesus. Stand up. You have to listen to the authority of the Lord. There you go. Now come here.
She looks so like, it's like, this is weird. This is just, I don't know why I'm doing this. It's something to do on a Sunday, I guess. It's at least not boring. This isn't boring, right?
What are you doing to her? How did you get in her body? You know. What? You've been tormenting and attacking her family. You think you're going to destroy her? I saw her worshiping the Lord. I know she loves the Lord.
This guy talks so weird. Hey, what's up, Spooky? This dude, I don't know. the way he talks a lot of times, I'm just like, come on, man, don't do that. Don't talk like that. That's just, it's inappropriate. It's inappropriate and feels a little racist. I'm just saying. Okay, I don't know. A lot of times, just the way he talks.
Don't hurt her. Don't hurt her. Now, tell me how you got into it. Speak.
How'd you get into
I said,
it?
speak. Speak.
She's like, I was outside and just got, through my eye. Like, I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want here.
Jesus is the supreme authority in this place. This house is covered by the Lord Jesus Christ. You must listen to everything that is said in this house. I want to know who the demon is now. How did you get inside of her? Through her childhood? Yeah.
Oh, that's the type of answer. That's the type of answer he was looking for. Oh, through the childhood. Okay. And then he basically just answered for her because she's like, I don't know what the fuck to answer. Like, what kind of question is this? How did the magic monster get inside me? What kind of answer? Give me a A through D, like multiple choice, because I don't know what you want.
What happened to her that brought you in? Her parents did what? Did what? Did what?
What are you doing, man?
Abandoned her. Does she forgive them?
This is so fucking cringe. Could you imagine trying to sit there and what is this? Holy shit. I didn't realize they had a multi-phone stick. All right, everybody get your phones on the stick, the camera stick. It's got like 7 cameras on it. Jesus. Weird.
So listen, if she forgives the parents, then that means this, that you have no power in this woman's life. Because when forgiveness is given, all the enemy's ways and
like there's a demon and a baby somewhere back there. I think you need to put this on hold, put a pin in it, and head back to the baby that's making too much noise.
All the power of the enemy is broken. By the power? You gotta go. You know it. In the yeah.
It feels inappropriate. I don't, just the way he talks. There's something. I don't know what it is. Feels racist. I'm just saying.
The authority.
It's sus.
Of Jesus Christ.
It is absolutely sus. That is the word that I was avoiding using. No. Let's see. Okay, if your church is going multi-angle on anything, the phone. That's awesome. I know, right? This is what the fuck. It's so odd that this is something that people do every week. Like, gotta go show up and pretend to have demons, and then he's gonna talk to me like I'm a fucking child, apparently, because that's how you get demons out. Talk to them like they're children. I don't know.
Of Nazareth, I command this demonic force, this unclean spirit that has been in this woman, come out of her body. Now.
And if you want to come in somebody's body, just go to adamandeve.com. Enter that code word Brantley. It's too early for an ad break. All right, moving on. Back to the.
No.
Back to the.
No.
Is that like his Holy Spirit powers? Like that? It's like it's Christian for pew pew pew. That's what that is. Like, I wish he would just start making sound effects, dude. That would be so. And the Holy Spirit's gonna. Got her. Got it. Got the demon. Hold on, it's coming back. You know.
Come on.
All right, Grandma's awake. She's awake.
There you go. Come on. Yeah.
Supernatural.
All the way out to the light. Out to the light.
You got at some point you got to be like, oh, what do we do now? Are we like? Do I just go back to my like? How do I end this? What's the climax here? What happens?
You can't disobey a servant of the Lord. You heard what I said. Out. Submit.
Nitty said, "There's biblical support that Christians cannot be possessed in the first place." I know, right? Like I always wonder that about this because, like, how come it's not like every time we go to like atheist conventions and everything? How come there isn't just a ton of people being possessed at those things? In fact, nobody gets possessed at those things. But you go here to a Christian church, supposedly, with the power of Christ all around, but demons are just in fucking everybody. They're just popping in and out of people's brains. It's just at random at this place. So, like, how Christian is this place? How Christian is your church? Like, why is your church so full of fucking demons, man? That seems like there's a problem there. I don't know. Just saying. If I were an idiot, I'd think that's the demon. You got a demon problem at this church. That's what I would think. Let's see. Maybe she isn't a true Christian. They never are. They never are. Because who holds the criteria for a true Christian? Every individual Christian, and everybody else is outside of that criteria for every Christian. Anyway, it's a whole thing. It's really annoying. And it's if you give it like 3 seconds of thought, you're like, oh yeah, this is dumb. This isn't the way we should think about stuff. It's almost like it's a fallacy or something about like Scotsman or some shit.
Yourself to Christ.
Nitty said, I find it unlikely some doofus non-Christian would willingly go there and say, hot dang, I gotta get an exorcism. That was good. Thank you for the accent too. That helped. That's awesome. Ember, what's up? Randomness. Woohoo, you bet. Yeah, I had no idea this was going to happen. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do an actual live stream today. I usually try to do some like where in between a YouTube video and live stream. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm going to just separate it. It's too hard to try to combine them. So I'm just going to fucking take my time with the actual goddamn videos, which is very difficult for me, but I'm going to do it. And then we're going to have random fucking live streams. That's what we're doing from now on. Nitty said, book Apostate first John 4:4. Little children, you are from God and have overcome them, for he who is in you is greater than he who is in the world. In you, Holy Spirit. Oh, in you equals Holy Spirit. Got it. Okay. So yeah, if you have the Holy Spirit, the magical undead carpenter ghost that lives inside of you, then demons can't fit. You can't fit because there's already a spirit in there. There's too much. There's just not enough room. It's a science thing, really. There's just, it's just you only got so much room inside of a temple. Stupid. Lisa, what's up? What fresh hell have you found? The fun kind. It's a fun fresh hell of cringe. The fresh hell of Christian cringe. That's what we're doing here. Can't help it. Okay. It's just, I didn't choose. I mean, well, I did choose it, but I didn't decide this until we got here. Ever said, oh, this is Supernatural Life guy. Yes. Yeah. He posted one video where he failed to fix a one leg too short person. No idea why he posted it. No shit. He couldn't even do. Okay. So if anybody's unfamiliar, the one leg is too short thing is it's a popular visual illusion that people have done for I want to say centuries. Haven't been at least 1 century. People have done this for a century at least. I think more than 1 century. And it's just like it's all about like forced perspective and stuff. It looks like if you take it from a particular angle, and if you got everybody believing that you got magic powers in the first place, people kind of suspend their critical thinking, and it looks like your leg is growing back. But that's why they only seem to ever do that one fix that, like, I've never even heard of anybody actually having that. Oh yeah, I got one leg, except for everybody that's gone to a chiropractor for some reason. They're like, yeah, one leg's fucking, it's too long. One leg's too long. What? No, man, I don't think that's right. But other than that, this is like the only time that people heal the stuff. But so I guess he tried to do that and failed. He failed at the fake healing thing. That's wow. And then posted it.
Now listen to me and come out of the body. Listen to me and come out of the body. Leave the temple. Leave this woman's
Leave
temple
the
now.
temple.
Leave the temple.
I like how too, like they got like all these trash cans around because this is so funny. They think that people like burp and vomit and stuff, and that is the demon coming out. I just remember we did a stream with one of the demon people. I can't remember his name. It's like Mike Cigarilli or something like that. And he was like, people were in the comments going, "I'm burping." He's like, "That's a demon. You're burping. Oh, that's a demon right there. Keep on burping. Keep it coming up." I was like, "Wow, dude, it's so gross."
Saints, intercede for her, please.
Then he said Carpenter Ghost has nailed her. Nothing else can get in there with him deep inside. Well, he's deep inside. Don't say deep inside. Don't do that. Come on. This is a family show. Oh, they moved it over to her. All right, demon. Jump in the bucket. We're going to have to watch for please they hear the person. That's a language. It's a language. Your face is not a language.
What's his name? He's never done this before. When did he start doing it? He was starting to cry. It
is a conference center, isn't it? Ever said it's a wholly random conference center. Yeah, well, they did put up a poster. So, I mean, Christian. There we go, But it definitely does have that look. It almost kind of looks like a DMV, just without the big number screen.
What are you doing to this young boy? Huh? What are you doing to this young boy? Huh? Speak. Everything.
It's funny too that in these kind of situations, it's like the demon only has the mentality of a child whenever it's in a child. So to say, what did you do to him? Everything, all the things. We did all the stuff, but I don't know what. Again, you got to be more clear with your questions. I don't know what you want.
When did you come in here?
Yeah.
Huh? When did you come in here?
Yeah.
Huh? Speak.
And then he's got parents that are sitting there telling him that this is actually real. That is just so unhealthy. Like it's just the type of stuff that we weren't this explicit about it at my church, obviously, right? But of course, like demon possession and everything like that was part of the canon of our doctrine or whatever. But we never did stuff like this. But I did have people constantly telling me that I had a sensitivity to the spirit world and I could see demons and stuff. That was my magical power or whatever of the gift of the spirit.
When he was open, what did he do to open the door?
You gotta coach him. You gotta coach him before you do this, man. It's hard to tell too with stuff like this because kids can figure this out. They can start playing along and everything, right? But because they all need to lie to themselves, I wonder how much how much the kids just like go way off script and start saying nonsense. I'm actually the Jesus demon. Like what? There's not a Jesus. Hold on. Can we cut? Can we cut? Look, buddy, there's not a Jesus demon. What are you doing? Stop. Come on, man. Just be a regular demon, please. Okay, roll it back. All right.
Dad? Does he forgive his dad? Does this boy forgive his dad? Yes or no?
What?
Come back. So
the demon has to answer whether or not the actual kid forgives his parent. And then that will get the demon out. Okay. I don't know why I'm trying to make sense out of it.
You don't? You need to, man. Do you like Jesus? And look, Jesus forgives you, okay? I know it's hard, but look.
Wait, what?
Jesus wants your dad too.
You're talking to the see, they had to switch. They had to switch because the kid don't know what's going on and he's getting confused. So he had to switch from talking to the demon to talking to the actual kid without acknowledging it at all.
He can do miracles. He can do miracles you never knew. You understand? Can you say, Jesus, I forgive my dad?
This is the most.
For not being there for you? Do you forgive him now? Then God's going to take away this prayer, okay? I'm going to set you free. You hear me? In the mighty name of Jesus Christ. He just forgave his father. So I command every spirit that has caused this boy torment. You listen to me now. You come out of his body now.
It's like, oh, scream now. Okay, got it. I do know this part. I got this part down. Okay.
Let him go completely. No. Oh. All the way.
What is happening?
All the way out of this boy's life now. Come all the way out of here. Stop causing him pain in his body.
How do you know when it's out, man? At what point does the thing get out? You know? Okay, enough nothing has come out of there. I guess that was it. That was the name and all that nothing.
Stop tormenting him. Holy Ghost, fall him. Holy Ghost, fall him. Every generation of curse is broken from his life. Submit yourself to Christ.
It's like, just spitting if you ain't got him. Just spit. Just spit in there if you can.
You feel better? I prophesy your freedom now. You'll set free from that pain.
Oh, yeah, and that's why I almost don't mind them doing this, because Timmy said this kid will likely never be a Christian when they grow up, because they can tell this is all big, weird, fucking pretensies show. You know, it's like you can lie to yourself for so long, but at some point you're going to have to be honest with yourself about all of this. That this is all obviously fucking made up, you know, and just play and pretend. It's cosplay demon possession. That's all this is. Oh, good. I'll just get the final spit. It was the spit. That was why we know. Yes, one spit. Okay, a little bit more. Okay.
You will not walk in the same pain and trauma and torment that the men in your family have walked in. You will actually honor people appropriately. You will honor your future wife appropriately. You will not abandon your...
Oh boy, have you walked in on something, Commander. Commander said, good morning, Bentley. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. What's going on here? Oh, someone's prophesying. I mean, lying. You always produce good content, Bentley. Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, this is a exorcism church. They do this every week. Just people constantly having demons in them at this church for some reason.
Children, that spirit...
They probably all look at porn. That's what it is.
Of abandonment that's been on your bloodline is broken. He will restore in ways you never thought he could restore. You understand? Now I'm gonna pray for you.
Oh man, how much would you pay somebody to, like, you know, those awesome cosplay? Well, let me read a comment. Ember said most cosplayers do a better demon outfit, right? Like, you know, those really awesome, elaborate cosplay outfits, you know, those costumes and shit. It would be so fun to just like somehow sneak in there while they're doing all of this. You know what I mean? Just have like sneak in the back and then just make your way around and then make it to the front and be like, like, oh shit, it actually came out. What has happened? Oh my God, does that mean, is that you? Did you hire this person? What is happening right now? Everybody needs to kill this thing. Everybody, who's got a gun? Who's got it? Well, actually, that would be pretty dangerous because everybody, that's who's got a gun. Everybody at this place.
Be filled with God's Spirit. Amen.
Conservative Christians, that's why, not for anything else.
Father, I thank you for this young man. I pray right now from the crown of his head to the soles of his feet, be filled with the Spirit of God.
Yeah, Nady said the therapy bills. If they can afford them. No, nobody can afford. I have like pretty good government insurance. Can't afford that. Nope. It's not something that insurance covers. They're just like, nah, we don't do that. Yeah. Brain doesn't matter. Brain's like teeth. It doesn't matter. No, we're not covering that shit.
The Holy Ghost. In the mighty name of Jesus.
When they just start talking in that, like, I would have the hardest time not just laughing in their face, right to their face. And it's like ba-da-da-ba-bo-bo, ba-ba-da-ba-boo, ba-boo.
There it is. Yeah. There it is. Keep speaking. Yeah, more.
Kasumi said, porn is better than doing this to your kids. Jeez. I mean, they're going to find it anyways. There's probably a big stack of magazines in the forest that they already found anyway. Okay. Well, that's how it was when I was a kid. Okay. I don't know about what these days with it's probably on the computer or something. Ember said, behold sinners. Right. That was awesome. What? Mosela 100. Seems like he's generalizing about all the male ancestors in his family. Seems kind of stereotypical to me. Dude, I'm telling you, right? I'm glad you pointed that out. This dude's racist. I don't know. like so often the things he says, the way he talks, I don't know, just so much about this guy just screams racist to me. I don't know. And I've talked to other folks that are people of color and they agree. So I don't know,
Yeah.
I like this guy. Bill Castle, what's up, Bill? Said this is child abuse. Most children today's God is the PS5. That's right. And that's a reasonable God to have, I would say. Of all the possible gods, that one's got some kick-ass powers. You know what I mean? I mean, that is it's got the euphoria just built right into it, man. It's excellent, much better than, saying nonsense and pretending that you have a magical language that gets demons out or something. I don't know.
He's speaking. Wow. Come on.
Yeah, Nitty said, why isn't it mommy's fault too? I don't, because she's right there. Because she's standing right there behind him. You'd be like, and you're stupid bitch of a I'm sorry. I was just, never mind. My bad. Just the dads then. Just the dad. Yeah, just the dads. We'll just go with that.
Hallelujah. Give me a high five, boy. Come on.
What was that noise?
Hallelujah.
What was that? That sounded like a piece of equipment went like that sounded like mic feedback all of a sudden. Like, that was a demon coming out. Okay.
God bless you, man. I love you.
No.
Come on, man. Give me a hug, man.
Hi, my name is Sequoia McClellan,
Not more
and
cringy.
today I was free. Today has been absolutely,
Weird.
amazing. God showed up and showed out in a marvelous way. First, Holy Spirit was running rampant, and my son, he started getting a feeling, and as
Until the demon got him, dude. Like, what do you mean?
soon as everything broke, he was first, I was second. The Lord's good. I actually got some deliverance today, but today I felt free. And I'm just so grateful.
They're editing through. Yeah, that part was stupid. That was part. Can we cut that? That was dumb. I don't know why I said that.
God for giving me just one more chance to be redeemed.
Well, my name is Diane McClellan. I just got delivered today, and I'm happy about that because I couldn't walk at all because
What?
I had to be in the hospital for my birthday and then
Okay, come
November
on, dude.
this month too.
Somebody rein in the lies here. Come on, buddy. Like you just like Curry face is like, oh shit, he's just going full like like I said, now he's a paraplegic. Is that what we're doing? Are we saying he's a paraplegic? Oh shit. Okay.
I'm surprised we get to go to the church because we just moved and we hope everything is great for the whole year.
Yes, God is good.
No, you got to stop talking. This sentence has to end, dude. Can you?
We've been set free, and I just thank God for it. So it's been a blessing. I think everybody needs to think about being free.
God bless.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Get some of these. Ember said, "That's not divinish. Divinish. That's a great word. I like that. Divinish. It sounds Korean. Probably is. I don't know. That's funny. Kasumi said, poor kid. Do anything to get this to stop. That's where I'd be with this one, dude. Holy shit. It's fucking so weird. Nettie said, the phone stick exploded. I know, right? It's gigantic. I didn't know I've never seen a multi-phone stick thingy, It's for like everybody to record it, I guess. The kid is like, I don't know, man. He absolutely is. Bill said, this kid really don't give a shit. You can tell he did this for his mom. Absolutely. And I'm sure to like get on the be on a fucking YouTube video, which I think has a lot of views. It's just that would be fun, I'd imagine, So I don't know. It's kind of cool.
Go ahead.
Whoa. You're welcome. All right. Now we got to choose again, and I'll be watching the comments. So if you want to, if you see something stands out to you, just let me know. Why is it? Oh, okay. Yeah, let me see. Where's it? I don't see Kenneth Copeland. Where do you see Kenneth Copeland? I see Kent Hovind. Is that your demo? Sort of name. Similar. P.S. Oh, you guys are talking about it. I'm sorry. I missed a whole. Damn. How many comments did you guys? Okay. Sorry. I'll have to go back. The kid is like, all I did was post my video game 5 minutes too long and mommy humiliated my ass. That's awesome. Jesus. Deliveries, not pizza, it's demons. That should be that's like the motto. Deliveries, it's not pizza, it's demons. Boom. Like it's not delivery, it's DiGiorno. It's not pizza, it's demons. Commander said, they all sound like that one conversation Copeland and some other douchebag had in tongues back in the 1990s, just like they're copying something that they saw. Yeah, I think that is. I mean, you're right, because like Copeland's the original demon. I mean, he's still a demon, but he's the original, like, talking nonsense to get demons out. Although I think they were probably doing that before him too. But he was the most memorable because he looks like a demon while he's talking to demons. It's kind of, really throws off their whole game when you look like a fucking demon. Community said, P.S. Kenneth Copeland and other douchebags were just making things up. What? No. No way. It was all real. Okay. That's what happened. Too many demons went past him as demons were coming out. That's what happened. That's what happened to his face. All the demons coming out. This ended up. It was like the emperor. He just ended up just getting too close to the magic stuff. What started? Kid reposts the video to his own channel. I trolled this dumbass demon pastor. I would not be at all surprised if the kid did that. That would be fucking hilarious. Let's see. Copeland apprenticed to a previous deliverance minister. I forget who. Okay. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, it always seems to work that way. Let's see. Joe Rogan talks about demons and ghosts on his podcast. What do you think about that one? That sound all right? Or like, let's go down. We'll come back to that if that one sounds good. I seen a demon behind her. That one's kind of funny. This is some lady. I felt kind of bad. I almost covered this one, but I felt kind of bad because it was clearly a lady having some kind of mental episode. And then some other lady gets up and starts telling the whole plane. It was on an airplane. And some other lady gets up and starts telling everybody that that's a demon. It's not actually her and everything. It was just like, how cruel. Like somebody's having like a serious issue, a serious mental issue, and then you got people standing up going, that's because you got a demon in there. It's like, and then the whole plane's just like, what the I don't know, it was weird. So I was like, I don't feel good about that. Like, I like making fun of stuff that I can make fun of without feeling like I'm being an asshole or making fun of somebody's mental illness. But this all ends up feeling like making fun of mental illness at some point. like where is that line? Because it's hard to you know what I mean? But let's see here. Not talking about the war. I'm not doing that. I refuse to give in to that. And it's hard because it's like, I swear it's like every other time I go on here, that's all they're talking about is the Israel stuff. And I'm not doing it. Well, let's do this one first. Unless, did anybody say anything? Anybody pick anything? Nope. Okay, cool. All right.
crazy guys, and this is not a game. On the Joe Rogan podcast, he had a couple of guys on the show.
It's not a game on the Joe Rogan podcast. Yes, it is, man. Everything's a fucking game on that show. Have you seen that show? It seems like the dude cannot have anybody that's not fringe on his show. Every single guest is like, yeah, and evolution's just kind of fucking stupid. You know that? And Joe Rogan's like, is it though? I don't. Oh, and he's like, yeah, well, what about this amino acid thing? And he's like, wow, that's like the whole show.
Talking about their experience, visiting these haunted houses, experiencing crazy encounters with ghosts. And while they're doing that, while they're talking about it, they're making fun of those that believe in demons, while they're also entertaining all this crazy junk that's going on at these haunted houses.
I hate that I'm agreeing with this guy, but I am agreeing with this guy. It's like, you don't get to believe in ghosts and make fun of demons. You don't get to do that. You don't get to do that. Come on, man. It's
mind blowing. I want you to watch this video because it's super interesting. First of all, as we're watching this and seeing all the different conversations that are now happening on the Joe Rogan experience, it's clear to me that God is trying to get a hold of his attention. But I want you to watch to the end because I give a very clear exhortation at the end of why this is not games, man. This is not fun and games. This is not a joke. The demonic world, the ghosts, all that, the paranormal, it's not entertainment. It is warfare, and we got to be really careful.
Don't tell the History Channel that because they won't have a network anymore.
I want you to see this story. This story is really wild, and it's such a picture of where our culture is in not taking the demonic seriously. Check this out.
My stepfather, who's like a very like,
why does he has children on the show? Joe Rogan has children on the show.
Like sober thinking, like rational person, went to Gettysburg and he said, you can feel the sadness. Yeah. He goes, it just feels horrible. Like you're there and you feel death.
It's the negative energy that permeates the air, and it's all about, it has to do with frequency. I can't even try to pretend that that's not stupid stuff.
Because I've never felt anything like that. Like you're at a battleground, and even though it's 200 years ago or whatever it was, like less than 200 years ago, you feel it. He goes, you can feel it. He goes, I had to get out of there.
Yeah, that's the thing with some of these places. It's not necessarily like, immediately you're just like, oh yeah, this is spiritual energy or whatever like that. But it's just heavy. It's just like you feel off when you go into these places. Like as soon as you stepped into the Conjuring house. Have you ever seen the Conjuring movie?
Yes.
So they're actually based on a real house in Rhode Island.
Oh my God. So all right, I'm not sure if anybody's familiar with the Conjuring thing. If I'm not mistaken, somebody correct me if I'm wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure the Conjuring people didn't they cash in on the Amityville stuff? And then it was also Annabelle, and they just kept on cashing in on made up ghost stuff, and then they would just pretend that it was like a family, and then they all sat there and pretended like it was real. It made a shitload of money off of movies, off of books, all sorts of stuff, TV shows of them going through the haunted houses and everything. But it was very obvious that they were all just making stuff up.
And that was one of those places that we had walked into, and you were almost getting nauseous.
I almost threw up, and I'm not. So what's interesting about the paranormal and what we've learned the past 4 years is that it affects people differently. Some people can see stuff. Some people claim they're mediums and can communicate more. I feel like I have more of an impact.
Well, I see. Bill said, of course God gets the credit, but never gets the blame. Yeah, that's funny. What's his name? Dr. Ben always says that. He's always saying it sucks because he gets zero credit and all the blame anytime things don't go. Anytime things go right, get zero credit. God gets all the credit. And anytime things go wrong, they get all the blame. It's kind of funny. But yeah.
I think almost I just feel worse whenever there's something around. And so
yeah, Emery said it's not entertainment, it's a very profitable scam. And that is so true. If you watch, I had a friend of mine that sent me a video. It was like, dude, check this out. It's so true. It's actually a haunted house and everything. And just watching it for a couple seconds, they use dowsing rods. I was like, okay, so this is already nonsense, and then they use devices that they clearly are not using properly, and they'll have the the sensitivity just like turned up so fucking high that it's like, they're just it's just reacting to everything, and they're like, that's a ghost. That's because the ghost is there. That's why. But you got to turn the sensitivity up to all sensitivity, and then you can see ghosts.
When we first walked into the Conjuring house, like there was a point where I thought I was going to throw up, and I was looking for exits.
What's the real story behind the Conjuring house? What's the actual story?
So yeah, the movie story is like this witch Bathsheba or whatever, but the actual story,
Bathsheba.
There's a bunch of different things that they say are haunted, but it's actually built on the grounds of the.
Is that the house?
That's
it's creepy. It's an amazing house.
Spooky said, but Joe Rogan is a legitimate journalist, like Alex Jones. The sad thing is, hasn't Alex Jones been on this show like 10 times or some stupid shit?
The state that launched the Conjuring universe.
There we go.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Like, what is it, like the Marvel Comics universe? What does that mean? The Conjuring universe? How weird.
Oh,
Yeah,
jeez.
That's the problem.
Man.
Like people, when you
There
start,
is a rocking chair that is moving. That is impossible to fake, by the way. You can't, there's no possible way to do that. It's got to be magic. It's got to be magic.
making an industry out of something.
Turns
So-
into a business.
Yeah. So what's the original story?
So the most famous we'll get to, but like
Amber said, I went to Gettysburg and you can feel the time travel energy or something. I don't know. That's I hope I got the voice right
it's
on.
built on the same grounds that the King Philip's War was fought on, like right at the beginning of the United States and everything. So the main people that
Is it the Amity? Like I thought that these were connected, or there was like somebody that was still making money off of Amity through like all these conjuring things and all that. Unless I'm mistaken, I don't know. I could possibly be wrong. But Nettie said, believe it or not, which is a great show, by the way, covered Amity Horror. Nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. I really do like that show.
that haunt that are like 7 dead soldiers that this little girl always kept seeing in the walls, and thus it started manifesting more to the entire family. So this family called the Perrin.
Sorry, pause right here. So I don't know who this guy is.
Oh, I forgot you were here.
I don't think he's a follower of Jesus. Or you look at his shirt here, it says explore psychic readings. Let me tell you, if you want to follow God, do not get into the psychic stuff.
Don't explore psychic readings. That's funny. Every time it's just like the UFO thing. People hear a story, make up their own. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that is really how it goes with the with UFO stuff. Is just hilarious after that, because like they have to create kind of this whole Men in Black universe of just billions of different types of aliens, because the experiences are always so different. So some of them was just like tall white people with blonde hair. Like, I don't know. That's what I experienced. Tall white people. What? I don't know. They had kind of weird looking eyes, but tall white people. I think they were Swedish. I think they were Swedish aliens. I don't know.
That stuff will wreck you in general. Just don't do it.
What,
get more into
man?
that. Tell you, if you want to follow God, do not get into the psychic stuff. That stuff will wreck you in general. Just don't do it. But
Doing like playing pretend that you can read minds will wreck you. Okay, wreck yourself.
We'll get more into that shortly.
Family bought the place in like I think 1972, and for 10 years they said they would see these figures, these soldiers walking around, like their beds would shake, they would get scratches, and it kept getting worse over the 10 years.
Because he said they should pay the ghosts something. What a ripoff. Making all the money off. That's exploitation right there. That's what that is. Okay. Late stage capitalism. Am I right?
And the crazy part is it got to become famous because of like the final day that like changed it all. They wanted to do like an exorcism on the house because I think who's the mom Perrin?
It's weird that they can just do exorcisms on inanimate objects. Like, okay, and now we will get this demon out, and it's like it's not making any noise or doing anything at all. It's just kind of standing there. But I kind of feel like a demon might be coming out of it, though. I mean, what do you guys feel? You feel like that? Yeah. I mean, it's dead silent. Nothing's happening. It could be coming out though. Demons don't need to be loud.
Caroline or something.
Carolyn Perrin. Yeah, Carolyn Perrin
Something
was
like that.
getting like really bad. Like she would have things happen to her every single day. Furniture would move, all these sort of things. She was getting like really rash with everything. So she brought in these demonologists to her.
Love the witch, hate the witch crowd. Kelly said. I feel like I've heard something like that before. That's
Then Lorraine Warren.
Ed Lorraine
if you've
Warren.
heard of them before, they're like the demonologists, the paranormal investigators. They are like the fathers of it all.
Yeah.
Maybe I have heard of them. Are they featured in the Zach Bagan
Yes.
Museum?
Yeah.
Okay, that's where I've heard of them.
Yeah, which is also a crazy place. We'll talk about that. But yeah, so anyway,
I just went.
What is
really?
it?
You just went?
Nitty said, yeah, B and did cover a lot of these BON. What's BON? I'm sure I know what it is. I'm just not. It's not coming to me. Ember said, I've dated witches. They're very enchanting. That's I hear that. I hear that about them. That's one of their characteristics. That's what makes them. That's what makes them so magical. Commander said, I went to Gettysburg and I was disappointed that you had to drive more than 10 miles, I guess, to get to the fucking McDonald's. That's my experience. Well, anywhere in the South, really, that isn't a city, anywhere. Any country, town, whatever, God, I hate that. Just like, all right, we got to go to the convenience store. It's not very convenient because it's 45 fucking minutes away to get a pack of cigarettes or whatever. It's ridiculous. Hate that shit. Commander said from the highway. Oh, yep. That'll do it. Yeah, Jerry, what's up? I'm here to get wrecked. I like that. That would be a good punk band name. The Wrecked. The Wrecked. Yeah, I like that. That could work. That could be a good band. I could see that. Ember said, fun fact. The Fox sisters, who popularized the psychic / ghost / medium stuff, lived just up the road from Joseph Smith of Mormonism fame. No shit. What is it with all the there's a con man energy that just hangs, it's just leaking off of that guy. It's not really energy. It's just people going, shit, man, he can just make up a fucking religion. We got to figure this out. All right, bring it in. Huddle. What can we fucking trick people into thinking? That's what's happening here. Oh, thank you. No, we just were talking about it. Nitty said, believe it or not. Got it. Yep. That's I don't know why my brain didn't go there, but it absolutely did not go there. It was on some type of sexual thing that you got to search. Anyway, I'm not going to go into it, but one day you'll come across it on Pornhub and be like, oh, that's it. Oh, that's good. Hey, hold on. Ever said, right, Nitty? The folks the folks in that area are extra gullible, it seems. Yeah, that you're right. That is what it is. They looked around and seen the excessive gullibility. And they're like, we can do something here. We can make this work. Andrew said, the wrecked rejects. Oh, that's good. Yeah, the wrecked reject. Oh, I like that. That is, I'm gonna have to remember that. That's really good. Oh yeah, dude.
Going a couple weeks ago.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, my daughter dragged me to that too.
Hey, there we go. Vegas. Yeah, so they were doing this like exorcism, and
That's them. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's those folks. Okay.
And
So they do an exorcism there.
they were doing an exorcism, and I don't know exactly prior to whatever happened, why they called it. She was just having a bad time, just like over the last couple of years, and they wanted to end. And to her claim, she was actually thrown like across the
Levitated
entire like room and smashed into a wall to where she had injuries. And they were so angry about that they actually kicked out the demonologist.
They punched Ed in the face.
Yeah, they punched that guy in the face because they thought he was the guy that was like making it worse. But I think it just like pissed him off. And so that
What's okay? So I'm trying to follow this fucking story. This lady or whatever claims that she was thrown across the room during an exorcism. There was a demonologist there, which is obviously a scientific expert on demons. And she thought the demonologist, the demon scientist, was like, coaching the demon, I guess, into throwing her across the room. Okay. And so she punched him, or somebody punched him. That I feel like we're all caught up. Is that right? You guys, am I on here?
When you say they punched him in the face, you mean the ghost punched him in the face?
No. The parent family.
The dad did.
Okay.
Yeah.
The parent family was like
getting assaulted.
The parent family, was like really
punched him in the face because he thought that he threw the wife across the room, or he was responsible for it.
I'm as lost as Joe Rogan here, which is I feel very inadequate because of that fact.
Or he was there, and like the exorcism that he was conducting made it more angry, which in turn hurt his wife.
He got angry.
He was like, "Stop doing this!"
Brought him in.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
It's like you brought
the house,
punching
bro.
Right.
Move.
Yeah, exactly.
What's wrong with
Move
you?
down the street.
Punching people.
Come on.
So the parent family actually wrote a book about
this. Is all your God damn it, Kevin. Kevin, I knew it. You're with your demonology bullshit. You pissed it off, Kevin. You have one job. Now I am punched in the I got thrown across the room because of you, Kevin.
They say the Conjuring movies actually don't do it justice of all the things that happened and all the movements and the craziness that happened in that 10 years that they lived there.
Of course they say that. Of course. like
in the real life, actually experiencing it and the trauma that they went through, they say it's like 10 times worse.
Yeah.
And so they
can
feel
quantify
like it was dead soldiers.
They're like it had about 10 times the trauma units that the movie
murdered soldiers on the battlefield. Somehow know that's
well, here's where it gets interesting is they don't know what it is, but they believe it is something more evil or demonic, whatever you believe in, that is like controlling
I feel like
all of these.
Doesn't that just kind of kill the whole sentiment there? Well, whatever you believe that it is, which could literally be anything. I don't know. Could be an alien playing jokes on us. I don't know what you believe, but it's
like soldiers and stuff and trapping them. Movie goes with that's a person named Bathsheba who was like a neighbor.
God damn it, Worm Food. What? You got to stop sleeping in. That's the problem. Worm Food says, I'm late to the party. Yeah, you are. God damn it. Okay. We started like an hour ago. Where have you been?
Who everybody just thought was a witch. But
any person named Bathsheba, what are you thinking as a parent? If you've read the Bible, Bathsheba is the one that King David convinced to cheat on her husband.
He
been to sleep with him. And so I'm like,
and
oh my gosh, don't take him.
Had her husband killed. So don't name your kid after the lady that was abused and assaulted and all of that. Okay.
Advice from someone.
Are they trying to say that she was at fault? Of course they are. Of course they're trying to say she was at fault in that story.
If your name is Bathsheba, God could still use you, but oh boy.
In real life, it was just known as a demonic
Weird,
possession,
man.
No trace back of like what it
was. That's an interesting thing, right? Like, because that's in a lot of these cases. They feel like it's not just ghosts, but it's ghosts that are being controlled by some sort of a demonic entity.
Right.
Yeah, I've seen Paranormal Activity, all of them. Okay, those are fun movies, by the way. I like those. They're anytime. I don't know what it is about the handycam stuff. I like it though. I like those movies. I don't know. Is that weird? I want to see more, I want to broaden the handycam thing. I'd really like it if somebody would do a John Wick style movie, but with handycam. Why has nobody done this? We've not done handycam action. Well, actually, there was that one, but it was really weird. The Henry, Hardcore Henry or whatever. That was it. That doesn't count. I don't feel like that counts as much. It needs to be a handycam thing. And there's like a dude that's following around this like Bruce Willis type of action star guy, right? And he's fighting all the bad guys. And he's like, anyway.
And the demonic entity keeps these ghosts there, which is like
listen to that.
Another layer of belief you have to have.
Exactly.
Like don't just believe that maybe when people die, their energy gets left behind.
Yeah. No, that's crazy. It's silly. Ember said a guy who can punch a ghost in the face could do well in MMA. I could even punch shit that's not there. Yeah, no kidding. I mean, that's basically impossible. Okay. I can punch the nothing. Can you punch nothing? Didn't think so. All right. So stupid. Oh, that's wrong. But sorry. Maybe just because someone has a name. I know, right? They're like vilifying this poor person because she has a fucking name. She's named after a victim in the Bible. And they're like, that's because she was evil. What? She wasn't evil. She was supposed to be like so attractive that she made the king or whatever like act like a crazy person. That's not that I feel like that would make the name anyway better, right? Like that make it a good name anyway. Jesus Christ. So stupid. And we said it's a Bible name. What's the problem? I know, right? Aren't all Bible like all Bible names? It's like, you know, like they named their kid like Eli and Elijah, and this is a little Bathsheba, and that's Lucifer. We don't like him. We don't do not. He's got red hair. We don't. I don't know how. You know, nobody in this family has red hair. I don't know what was happening. Okay, he's clearly not mine. Let's see. And we said also he forgot or forgets a lot of people change their name. I wasn't always Emperor, for example. Oh, really? Huh. Cool. Yeah, I changed my name. My name's not really Brentley, but I don't like my real name. It sounds so boring, dude. Like, you know, Brentley sounds fun. You know, it sounds almost like an expensive car, but not quite. And I think that's fun. That makes it fun. Let's see. Commander said, demons everywhere, and fuck all to back it up. And fuck all to back it up. Okay. Jesus. Then he said she also lost the baby because of David. No, see this poor lady in the fucking damn. And they're vilifying people just for having the name of a lady that was a victim in the Bible. That's so gross, dude.
And then maybe that energy gets controlled by demons.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
It's
now
like
we're,
another level.
we're so into crazy now.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm willing to go there.
It gets meta. It gets very meta.
But if you did encounter
This guy's like, we're not crazy. I am. No, that is what it is, dude. You guys have been wrong about everything up until this point. We knew what these invisible, undetectable monsters were 2,000 years ago in the book that was written about them.
nobody would fucking believe you. And
Oh,
then
hell
you would
no.
be trapped. You would be this person who for the rest of your life, oh, there goes Bob and his fucking demon stories.
Yeah.
Like no one would buy it.
Exactly. Same thing with aliens.
That is exactly how people talk about those. There's fucking Bob. Has he told you about the demons yet? Just wait. Don't bring it up. Don't do that, because then he'll stay on it longer. You know, if you know.
Or
Right.
anything, like
Yeah,
anything you
right.
see that are outside of this like logical
Physical world.
Yo, pause. No, dude.
It's not illogical. You're illogical. Man.
This is what's crazy is that in the conversation about ghosts, that's logical. Demons, that's illogical.
Well,
What?
okay. To be fair, they didn't say it was just ghosts. They're saying like whatever you think it is. So they're saying that this is some unknown thing, and you can call it whatever you want. But still, I'm not on board with the it's a ghost thing, you know, or that it's even doing anything, or that there's anything there at all. As far as I can tell, nothing's ever been demonstrated to be the case, you know, that is actually what's happening at all. Nothing ever. So all you got is a bunch of people really trying really hard to prove what they've already decided is true in the first place, which is the opposite of how science is supposed to work. It's supposed to be able to be honest with yourself and, you know, have some falsification, have some control groups, have some blinds, you know, so that you're not deceiving yourself, because we love to deceive ourselves, don't we? Our brains are awesome at that. It's sad that that's how it works, but that is literally how it works. Let's see here. Ember said my grandma was nailed, or it was named. I thought it was. I was like, please don't tell me about your grandma getting nailed, man. This is. No, Ember said my grandma was named Helen. People like to name their kids after famously pretty people. Yeah, I could see that. That makes sense. You know, What the fuck? Eliyahu is actually the original pronunciation of Elijah. How the hell do you know that? Yeah, I was there. Here's how you pronounce it. I'm not saying you don't know that. Just so you know, like I'm just saying where'd you get that? That's interesting. That's funny. Give one line of dialogue of Bathsheba she has through that whole incident. No shit. Of course. She's like, she's a woman. She doesn't matter. Says, well, we're just gonna like record what the piece of property says. Get out of here. This is stupid. Get out of here, scribe. Nobody cares what the Ottoman thinks. And then he said the Hebrew Bible, seductress gets words to say. Seductresses get words to say. Let's see. It's the Holy Spirits of the forgotten gods nobody worships anymore. That's good. Oh, I like that one. That's fun. I like that. I also want to say it's probably if these things are real, what if it's like in the future, right? And they have a time travel thing, but it's like that movie Deja Vu. It's not you can't actually go back in time. But I mean they do in Deja Vu. But like okay, so it's just the beginning of Deja Vu, right? And they have this machine that's like a drone that goes back in time and it can go around and look at stuff, and that ends up being what we all perceive as ghosts. I think that's good. That's pretty cool, right? That's fun. I think that's what aliens are. They're just billionaires from the future coming back to like get samples or something. I don't know.
Based off of what?
It's like
it doesn't make any sense.
Like that movie, Monkeys. What was it? Was it So Many Monkeys? I can't remember. 13 monkeys? Is it that 12 monkeys? 12 monkeys. It's like that movie.
How can you have how can you have one paranormal experience be logical, but then another paranormal experience be illogical? So here's the thing.
I hate that I'm agreeing with this guy, but yeah. But the thing, no, okay. Because when you treat it like it's an unknown, it's not as illogical as pretending like you know what it is, what it wants, how it got there, what its name is. Like, all of the more things that you pretend to know, the less logical you're being. Okay. So if you just use the word ghost, I still think that that's a dumb way to say it because we have all these weird notions about what ghosts are. They're like dead people that have unfinished business and yada, yada, yada. But if you're defining ghost as something that we don't know, like some type of entity thing or whatever that we don't know what it is, then that's not as illogical as saying it is something that we do know what it is. Anyway,
obviously there's a lot of curiosity about haunted houses and things like that. Here's what you got to know. There's no such thing as a human ghost.
I love that we've gotten on a name conversation in the comments. This is fun. Mo Salah. God, I'm gonna get it. Mo. I'm just gonna say Mo. We're gonna go with Mo. Okay. Sorry. I don't know why this name is giving me a hard time. Mo said, I always wanted a son just to name them Damien from the movie The Omen. That's awesome. Yes. God, that's a good. And it reminds me too. There's these what are they? The DMX. Is it DMX? Yeah, DMX has these songs that are called. I think they're called like Damien. It's like Damien 1, Damien 2, Damien 3. It's like all these, and it's kind of like the conversation that he has in his head with a demon that's like trying to tell him to do bad stuff. It's cool. They're pretty good songs. And yeah, I listen to hip hop too. Okay, you can listen to more kinds of music than just one. But I listen to all angry music. Okay. I don't want to know, I don't like the happy shit, I want to be angry. I want to punch stuff while I'm enjoying music. Let me see here. Where was I at? I completely lost my place. Oh, Delilah. Okay, so here we go. Delilah, Jezebel. Yep, that's and Judah, and even Judah's daughter. I don't know that one. Interesting. Ember said, well, that too. She did have 6 kids. Okay. Well, Jesus. Really? Okay. That's a lot of kids. All right. I'm going to take a break from this for a second.
Ghost. Now, you might be thinking, wait, but I've actually seen a ghost. I've seen a spirit figure walking around that looked like a person. Let me tell you, from a biblical perspective, there is no such thing as human ghosts. Okay. Our bodies, we're 3-part beings from what the Bible.
There are ghosts, but not human ones. Okay, they are undetectable monster ghosts called demons.
Says spirit, soul, and body. Okay, so you are a spirit, you have a soul, and you have a body. When you die, your soul does not drift around on the earth.
Let's see, Wormfood said, ghosts aren't logical or obvious. They just make more sense than demons and are fun to think about. Like demons come with the baggage of shame and paranoia and a manipulative sin narrative. Exactly. Yeah. And it's adding all these layers of, pretending to know shit you don't know. When ghosts are just like, oh, it's a fun thing. We don't know what it is, and it could be anything. Who knows? Which I'm fine. I'm fine with not, like, I'm sure things exist that we don't know what they are and everything, and so I like to just leave it at that. We don't know what it is, but calling it a ghost, I guess, is better than going beyond that. Mo, we almost named my son Damien. Oh no shit. His mom had second thoughts at the last minute, and we switched it. God damn it, mom. Warfare said ghosts don't have the baggage. They're just a vague hope for the afterlife and a silly way to explain weird little occurrences in your life. No harm, no foul. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. Ghosts don't have the bag. That is true. They don't have really any baggage. It's just an unknown. It's just a big question mark. And that's what makes it fun. But that's the problem with religious people. They can't have fun, right? They have to decide everything. They have to decide that they already know everything. So that's why they can't have fun with question marks like that, unknown, like curious type stuff. The stuff that like curious people will be like, oh man, I wonder what that is. I wonder. They're like, I know what that is. It's a demon. They came from heaven. They were the third of heaven's legion. Like, I fell and they became bad. And then the head demon, his name is Satan. And I know what all this stuff is. Okay. You guys are just, pretending, because they are incapable of being curious in any way, shape, or form.
You go to one of two places. You either go to heaven to be with God and all of God's people and to spend eternity without suffering and pain and all that, or you go to hell. You spend eternity separate.
How do they not get that this sounds so fucking manipulative? It's so obvious. My God. It's so frustrating now, because like I used to, of course, have my head in the brain blender that is religion for the longest time. And it did seem like it was reasonable to be like, yeah, of course you go to either heaven or hell, and now I'm just like, dude, this is obviously manipulative. You're just trying to get people to do what you want them to do, with the threat of an afterlife, whether it's good or bad. Like, oh shit, it got late. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm gonna have to wrap it here. But I will be back, not tomorrow, because I'm going to try to do a regular video tomorrow. I'm going to try to do it every other day. So, well, it's Thursday? not Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah. So Thursday we'll do another one of these, just like this. Okay. And I'm going to try to keep up with it exactly like this. So, but hey, thank y'all so much for hanging out. Really appreciate it. If you want, I don't even know, like, if you want to try to have ghost sex, I don't know how to. Is there anything sexy about ghosts? Anyway, go to adamandeve.com, enter code word Brentley at checkout, and get 50% off almost any one item, 6 free movies, 3 free gifts, and free shipping on the whole order. Just go to adamandeve.com, enter that code word Brentley. That's BRENTLY, the cool name, at checkout, and yeah, get your butt some stuff. If you have a loved one, get their butt some stuff too. It's always fun to open that gift from under the tree in front of the whole family. You know what I'm saying? That's Graham is just, she just gets pretty upset. Actually, probably not a good idea to do that, but it would be funny though. It would be funny. Maybe make a TikTok out of it if you are going to do it. But good. But if you want to support the show in other ways, you can support us by supporting our sponsor, Adam and Eve, and putting in that code Brentley. But you can also become a patron, patreon.com/Punk Apostate, or do a one-time payment at Cash App, and our cash tag is Punk Apostate. So it would be much appreciated. Oh, I do want to thank patrons. We have a new patron. We have Kasumi. So let me read the list we got here. We got Crazy Cat Lady, you know, because of course I have a Crazy Cat Lady patron. Let's see. Vonric Soul Strider, who gave another huge amount in the Cash App, and I really appreciated that. Really did make a huge difference. We got Tucker from the Atheist in the Trailer Park podcast. He does a podcast with his cats. It's awesome. Just check it out. We got Becky and Jasper, and now just recently we have Kasumi. So thank you so much. And also, and it's a double shout out for Kasumi too, because she also gave through the Cash App as well. So much appreciated. Really, really awesome and super helpful. So I really do think, and every little bit counts. If you can only do a little bit, that is totally fine. I'm still gonna give you a shout out. And if you're on Patreon, it doesn't matter what level you're at, you always get the extra content. And so, but it's just I'm trying to figure out the layers right now. We'll get there. But at the moment, I kind of like it just being whatever you feel like giving, you get access to everything. That way it's not exclusive. This isn't I don't like how capitalism is like this exclusive thing that only some people have access to if they have more money. I don't like that. Okay. So I want to thank y'all so much for hanging out. Hold on. What was that Atheist Cat podcast you just mentioned? It's the Atheist in the Trailer Park podcast. It's Tucker Drake. Super fun podcast. The dude's awesome. I really enjoy it. Actually, it's soothing. He just kind of hangs out in a trailer park and talks to a microphone and hangs out with his cats. I love it. So hey, thank you all so much for hanging out though. And the main thing though is to stay logical, loving, skeptical, and compassionate. We'll see you next time.